I agree with him. I have to tell you one thing. You see, similar thing it happens outside Jammu and Kashmir. Nothing happens. We have seen that the 5 presidential bodyguards, what they did in Buddha Jayanti Park, they were
in
caught
Delhi, yes.
and they were sentenced and all that. There was no public demonstration. There was no public demonstration. But then this public demonstration has become a way of life with the people of Srinagar, and sometimes it is not spontaneous, it is prompted by elements other than the civilian population. So, as civilians are concerned, they want peace, they don't want to indulge in all this, and sometimes these are sponsored.
Right, I'll just come back to you. It's time for a short break now. When we return, we find out what needs to be done to ensure such allegations against the army don't crop up again. Back after the break, we are discussing the allegations of rape against the army in Kashmir. General Juswal, there is a feeling that the very fact that such incidents surface again and again, that possibly the army is not doing enough to educate its troops, to discipline them.
I don't agree to that particular thing. I think you're well aware of the 10 commandments and all that. We harp on them time and again. The fear of punishment is there. The fear of speedy justice is there amongst the Jawans. But like I said, unfortunately, every organizations, will have certain amount of inadequacy. And the mere allegation doesn't translate into an act having been committed. What is happening today is that it has been created as a hell of a thing that army is raped, army is raped. No, I give you the figures. Incidents have happened. If you take the record of other armies of the world, I think our record is far, far better. But that does not absolve us. It's very, very important.
Justice Dwabia, do you think possibly, there is something lacking as far as the public relations machinery of either the government or the army is concerned, because these allegations tend to stick in the public.
They are lacking, in the sense that the civil administration would like to put the blame on the army. It's not that they're having some sort of rapport, but then they would like to put the blame on the army so that the common man doesn't get after them. And as a matter of fact, the army is providing so many facilities to the common people. There are people who are getting
they keep organizing medical camps and other camps, yes.
That they keep on giving and saving them also. For example, in this now going to Amarnath Yatra, the army is helping everyone.
Right. Dr. Bedi, do you think we can prevent some of these allegations if the number of women in the security forces, when the security forces are deployed on internal security duties, if the number of women are increased?
Women increasing is a good idea, but as long as they are men, allegations of rape would continue. That's not going to be a full stop over there. The point is that I think in case it's not true, you need to target the actual source of.
If I am permitted to interrupt.
Yes.
Somewhere I suggested that there should be some more of family available there, family station should be there. There should be some accommodation where the families can be there, where the soldiers can meet, because there's having this is a need. So when you are deprived it for years to come or months.
Justice Dwabia has made a very valid point that since the soldiers are away from their families and there are biological, there are physical needs, so why not allow more family stations within the valley?
You see, our job content is such that though the desirability is there, but the feasibility is not there. It's a very valid point what he's trying to say. The mental pressures, etc., everything gets diffused. But our environment of work, job content is such that you really cannot have family stations all over. In field area also, exactly in line with what Justice Dwabia said, we do permit families for 3 months. And thereafter he goes on leave for 2 months. Then he has another month of casual leave. So it's quite a bit. I mean, this much separation.
But since the peace tenures have considerably reduced because of the kind of responsibilities that the army has, so don't you think having more family stations on the borders will help?
There are connected problems to it. If you have family stations, the education facilities have to be provided.
More of Kandiri Vidyalayas should be there.
You see, yeah, because it's very difficult to get the teachers there.
Why I'm saying this is that during the British times, in a lot of cantonments, they had the Lal Bazaars or the prostitution centers next to the cantonments. I'm not suggesting that. In today's world and age, I don't think that's practical.
We are a better trained army now, and we are trained to control ourselves.
Absolutely.
We are not required.
Now, General Jaswal, the army has set up a human rights cell way back in '93. This was even before the National Human Rights Commission came up. Do you think that idea is actually percolating down to the formations and the battalions?
You see, the Human Rights Cell is basically investigative.
Okay.
You know, it's an investigative agency.
It is not educative in nature.
No, we ourselves, it's a command function. It's a commander's function, you know, that we should be able to educate our people. And Human Right, cell which is there, they deal with the cases part of it. And whatever we can extrapolate from the cases, they are sent back to the formation, and we try and educate based on that. It's a two-way traffic with them, but it's basically investigative and progressing.
But don't you think these Chief of Army Staffs, those 10 commandments, the do's and don'ts, have remained mainly on paper? I mean, I don't think they are being implemented in real life, are they?
I'll be very frank. To a certain extent, what you're saying, you see, if you ask a Jawan what are the 10 commandments, he may not be able to give out straight away, rattle out. But if you ask him about the 10 commandments in a different manner, he'll be able to spell it out, because he's been told number of times these points in darbars, in daily roll call, etc. They are definitely impressed upon them.
Rajwinder, we've had these Chief of Army Staff's commandments, and even otherwise the army is trying to reach out to the people. It happened even during General Jaswal's time. The present Corps Commander in Srinagar, Lieutenant General Hasnain, he has gone that extra mile to actually reach out to the people. So many people feel that whatever is happening in the valley today is actually an effort to derail all these these peace processes.
No, in fact on TV he said very clearly, if it's a crime and we take it seriously and we will investigate and we will give the strictest punishment. That must be the attitude. To any serious allegation, that must be the attitude. You will of course need more investigation.
But as Jaswal is saying, this has been the attitude for decades now.
No, I don't think so. Ultimately, you see, we have so much case law also, when cases of disappearances, rape in custody in Southeast. I mean, ultimately in field it is difficult to supervise. You have too many men on the field, there is nobody to supervise in field conditions.
Said, not even truth in more than 5% of the total cases.
No army is free from these blames. I said the American army in Iraq did the same thing, was established. But it is the attitude of the command and the nation. There the allegations are taken seriously. They don't defend the men. They don't have such layers of law to give them impunity. We have too much impunity. And army may have been doing it, but we don't know. The nation doesn't know. The people outside doesn't know. It's not an open inquiry. You can't even come near the cantonment in Srinagar. I have been every year I go to Srinagar. I look like a Muslim and I am subjected to very invasive searches. I of course I know Punjabi and I laugh it off and they quickly understand it. But it is a hostile environment. Army also is under stress. But in that environment, people don't believe that they actually do an audit inquiry in every case of allegation.
Dr. Bedi, somehow these kind of allegations keep coming up wherever the Armed Forces Special Powers Act are in place. It is these allegations come up in Manipur and some other places also. So do you think it's about time to repeal the Armed Forces Special Powers Act in JNK?
It's not because the Armed Forces Special Powers Act is there, that is why these allegations are there. These allegations are there because the situation is so tense. The army is there to deal with that situation, and we in our own sense have created a situation like that. We have alienated Kashmir totally. They have a separate constitution. No normal laws are applicable to that state at all. Normal Indian citizens cannot hold property. You might as well give them, their own state.
I'll not agree there. I'll not agree there. Most of the people don't know what Article 370 is. Right. What Article 370 is. All laws which are there in India are there. With the exception of you can't purchase property there, you can't purchase property even in Himachal Pradesh.
Justice Wabia, a very interesting point was made by Rajwinder. He says that if people do not know that the army is taking all these steps. So do you think the army needs to be a little more kind of upfront about whatever action they are taking, give out details of the people they are punished and the kind of inquiries they've held?
You see, so far as the army people are concerned, they know. For example, something has happened in the unit, the entire unit would know it. And I don't think it does any good if people come to know about it or not. Newspapers or media is reporting, I don't think. You may to some extent be demoralizing the army also. That is also not very good.
General Jaswal, since we're running out of time, last word from you. What else needs to be done so that these allegations do not surface time and again?
You see, I think the very word allegation itself, I think it should not be hyped beyond a certain point. You see, and if you see Northeast, I've served enough in Northeast and this place both. These are the areas where a small little incident, an allegation is hyped up to a level as if, my God, hell is fallen on earth. You see, what needs to be done is that these kind of allegations which are there, they need to be played up in a manner that it does not firstly bring about a change in the public opinion against the army. They do not take it for granted that this particular allegation has actually, the act has taken place. Let the system take its own way. Let them prove it. It should not undermine the morale of the army. Today, all these allegations, what is happening is, it is undermining, and that is the aim of the terrorists. If you see, why in Northeast, why in the northern sector, northern command, why not the rest of India? These kind of allegations.
In a lot of cases, General Jaswal, it is the question of lowering the morale of the army or lowering the morale of the people.
No, I'll tell you one thing. You see, as an institution, when we are to prosecute certain things, I think the morale of that institution needs to be maintained at that peak. It's very, very important. Public has got multifarious, attachments and interactive
But as you
levels.
said, we are there, it is an army of the people, for the people, by the people.
Yeah.
So I think the people are the final...
No, people are there.
is the most important thing, isn't it?
After all, people are there.
You
And
are
I would
for us, not for you. We are for
Dr.
you.
Bedi, what else do you think needs to be done so that these allegations do not surface again and again?
I think the only thing is that we must pursue the peace process and resolve the situation in Kashmir, and also target those people who are trying to, if these allegations are not true, there should be a proper investigation. And especially because India's position internationally is being undermined in this regard. And it is in Pakistan's interest.
Justice Dwabia, is there need to undertake legal and judicial reforms to bring the perpetrators of sexual violence to justice as per the international norms and law?
I don't think there are enough of laws in India, and they are.
And we are following the international norms?
We are following international norms. Now, that Visakha case, what is sexual harassment came, I don't find anything new in that. Everything is there in the Indian Penal Code, and it is being enforced. I don't think so there is need. The more the laws you have, more complications, more delays. We amended.
But how do we prevent these kind of allegations and this kind of tension?
You see, it's very difficult to prevent. You see, if somebody is out to commit a crime, he will do it.
So we have to live with this. Rajvinder, what else needs to be done so that these things don't happen again and again?
We have to acknowledge, like torture, every police station is done, and we don't acknowledge it. We said we know, but with this there, every armed forces, wherever it operates, certain things happen. Idea is to honestly acknowledge that. And
so you think the security forces need to be more transparent in their functioning?
But even if out of 10, one is truthful, that one truthful case must be properly punished, and open trial should take place, and people should see that army is for them. Now they are feeling, why in these...
Well, the army is saying it is doing it even now. Well, thank you very much.
They can't be judging their own case.
Okay.
We have to judge them.
Thank you very much for joining us in this discussion. Since the law and order situation in Kashmir Valley had taken a turn for the better, fresh allegations of rape against army personnel could not have come at a more inopportune time. Strict action should be taken if the accused are found guilty. At the same time, army needs to do some stock taking as to why such allegations surface again and again despite its efforts to reach out to the Awam. With that, we end this edition of Prime. We meet again tomorrow with another issue. Good luck and goodbye.